Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 here today on the channel. We're going to be starting episode 7 of my Great British Empire series as King Edward VIII. Here today, we're going to be declaring war upon Germany and breaking away from the Axis. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know feedback and suggestions for the series thus far, and where you would like me to expand and conquer. So, it's the 2nd of May, 1942. We have roughly around about 300 divisions here on the German border. We're going to be leaving the Axis straight up. Oh, what? Oh, oh my god, that's so infuriating. I had this set up perfectly with all my puppets to declare war against the Germans here today, fucking hit them and smash them, and I'm gonna have to reset all my lines because now, I don't know why Hearts of Iron 4 does this. When you leave a faction, it gives all your puppets' forces back to their puppets. So as you see here, the majority of my army is actually made up of colonial powers under my control. So we're going to have to goddamn request 65 divisions from Italy. Yugoslavia is my puppet Greece. The British North American territories with Wallis Simpson, who is my Empress of America. Free Canadian Republic as well. We're going to have to get it from the Aussies as well. Oh, that's such a pain. Oh, I'll see you guys in a second then, because it's going to take me bloody 10 minutes to reset this all up. So, at the moment, the war is going to be concerned with Pakistan, as they are currently allied with the Germans. I've also got Bulgaria allied with the Germans, and that is pretty much it. They do seem to have some territory in Russia, and in my sort of British occupied territory, and we knocked out the Russians in the last episode. So we should be okay, but I'm focusing everyone again into the core German territories from France, Northern Italy, Yugoslavia, and Poland. I feel that my other allies can sort of deal with Bulgaria and this sort of mismatch in Russia. Okay guys, welcome back. I finally set things up back now into some sort of order. It's now re-jumbled some of my generals out of position, but that's fine. So we'll give out the order here now for the attack. It's also smashed my deorganization, but seeing that most of the German territory is unoccupied, we should be alright for now. So what I'm going to do straight up is negotiate with one of my puppets to bring them into the faction and create my own faction. So I thought it'd be fitting to bring in the Emu Empire and the Australians. So let's rename our own faction here, the Great British Empire. Instead of being the British Empire, we'll be the Great British Empire, because technically we're Great Britain, even though we've got the Royal Standard as our banner. Anyway, the Great British Empire. And once that goes through with our war deck against the Germans, that's going to be fantastic. So we're just waiting for that justification to come through now, and the beginning of our new faction as well. Our war goal is complete against the Germans, and let's make sure we call everyone in. So let's bring in Malaya, America, Canada, Australia, Greece, Yugoslavia, Italy, Poland, and Mother Russia. Let's bring that in. We have 4.4 million manpower fielded to their 2.6, and the faction should come on. Yep, the dawn of the Great British Empire. Edward VIII has announced today that Great Britain has reached out to form an alliance. The Great British Empire have made public their intent to cooperate. Together, we will never be defeated. And all of my puppets have now accepted. Looks like we got this crazy rash going on in Russia. Look at that. Oh, that's because I guess there was Germans stuck in there when we fought against them. Oh, okay. But this is what the Great British Empire expands from. In North America, the Hispanic Empire Alliance is still down here. Most of Africa, Southeast Asia. We've still got the Great East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, and now Axis forces here. We should be okay. We probably don't need to worry about these factions here. Now, my concern is Pakistan itself. I think I might ease up on the aggressive stance in Pakistan, because we need to get to the border first before we even pressurize that. So, looking at this war to win, we need to knock... Oh, okay. So, Britain So Great Britain, North America, Yugoslavia, and Italy and Russia need to capitulate for them to win. All we need to do to win this against Bulgaria, Pakistan, we only need to capitulate the Germans, no one else. So we have air supremacy over the top, I would imagine, once everyone gets into position. Let's go for it now, shall we? Make sure my Air Force is properly operating over the top. And let's go. So there's not going to be very many fights, especially on this southern Italian border, just yet as we're pushing over. So if we can get to Berlin, the quicker, the better. Whew! It's been a hell of a series so far. And now we get to officially betray the Germans and our good old pal here. Okay, we really want to try and focus on Berlin itself. Try and get a number of forces really focusing towards that end. Right, you go here as well. A wild ace appears. So it looks like we've got some naval results here already. My navy's in the Americas, but it should be okay. I probably don't need to reallocate it, to be honest. Okay, now with our planes fighting over the top. Can we get many more left? Poland has cancelled their Lend-Lease with us. That's fine. We want to allow our fighters to operate as well over the top. Continue to push everyone here where we can. Alrighty, so we're pushing in all areas, not too bad. Looking at the odds here now, Russia is actually, wow, massive. Yugoslavia and Greece are getting close to capitulation. The Germans are currently 37% towards capitulation. 260,000 of them have died to 160 Brits. I'm sure the casualties will rise in the coming months. I'll put in the description below as well all the mods I'm using for this campaign, Road to 56. Importantly, Chaos AI. It's created so many unique and sort of cool scenarios throughout this series. We've got some more unresolved naval results. Let's go into occupied territories. Now that we're getting German core territory, we probably need to go with, let's go with occupation policy and leave it on gentle. Okay, so we've actually surrounded some of the heavy German tanks here. If we can get them, that would be fantastic. How well are we sort of doing up here in sort of other borders and stuff? So there does seem to be a rather strong German resistance there. Russia could very well capitulate if they're not careful. So it does look like Bulgaria is having a crack at Yugoslavia. That should be fine. As long as we focus on the German core territory, as you can see here, we're managing to surround and encircle most of the core territory. We're not even really pushing here in Pakistan, but we can maybe start a front up. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's put some pressure on the Pakistani now. I really just wanted to sort of hold and drag their divisions here because they can push through Russia if they really wanted to. So the Germans, their army is sort of stuck in Russia. Most of their main fighting force that helped us bring back the Russian Tsars. It does look like Berlin is... yeah, come on, we'll push for Berlin. If you want to get around the back that way, do it. If Berlin's absent, send in some British medium tanks at least. So it looks like we've caught the Germans off guard enough, even with that poor puppet parlay at the start. And we're surrounding and killing most of the Germans here. Nearly 700,000 of them are gone, even with their 440 divisions or so. Most of their... Oh, that's it! She's all over, Red Rover. Germany has capitulated. Wow, that must be record time for an episode. Holy crap. Only 10 minutes in. I'm using my player-led peace conference now to give myself all the war score so we can dish up the rest of Germany. Okay, well, Bulgaria, I think I want to give it to Yugoslavia. I want them to have this massive, like I said before, Slavic superstate. Alright, let's give it to Bulgaria now. Let's give Bulgaria to Yugoslavia, yeah. So that's now done. Look at that. Slav squat. Okay, right. So Pakistan took a lot of my territory when we invaded India, didn't we? And they were actually already at war with them, so that did make things a little bit easier. I need India back under British Crown control. So I am going to take the entirety of Pakistan for myself. I want to be the Emperor of Pakistan. Back again? Alright. So, we've got to deal with Germany now. They don't have... Yes, Australia has their Guinea territories, and they never actually took any African territories. So, most of it is actually this cord territory here, and up in the north. Okay, we could give sort of the Baltic to King Leszek of Poland and his sort of descendants. And then I can take most of this here as well. I want to try and get some sort of a German state back. But I'm just trying to see. So should we give it to Poland? Yeah, let's give it to Poland, our puppet here. So let's give all this German territory here to Poland. Alright, give that to Poland. Okay, further in the south here on the border, I want to give a lot of it to myself, of course, as we occupy France. Give myself Belgium, the Netherlands, that is sort of like hanging around in here. Yeah, probably... I kind of want to leave Hessen and that. Yeah, I sort of want to go for something like that. So give myself this territory here to continue. Let's give Yugoslavia, probably Slovenia and Slovakia down here. Let's give that to the Slavs. And then that leaves this nice little chunk of Germany. And then I just want to straight up puppet it, I think. We'll just puppet this. We'll bring back some sort of monarchy. Hopefully it is the Kaiser. We bring back Austria, Switzerland. Yeah, so because they annexed Austria, they Anschlussed Austria, and they also annexed Switzerland. Switzerland, what to do with you? I guess we'll sort of leave them in this sort of Germanic sphere. So let's now puppet the Germans. Duh. Alright. Peace conference is calculating now, and the Treaty of Berlin. 22 states taken for the Brits, 9 for the Slavs, 9 for Poland. Alright, and what does that do? That brings back the German Empire. Otto Fischer. Where is Kaiser Wilhelm? Or one of his descendants. That's what I'd really want. But the German Empire is back, baby. There's no sort of stuff we can institute in or anything. No. Not by the look of it. We can have a military parade, though, within Germany itself. Well, guys, unfortunately, on that note, I think it's time to end the series here. I'm pretty happy with what we've managed to complete with the Great British Empire. The only other factions that stand opposers are the Hispanic Alliance, Mexico and Brazil. I don't really have too much of an ambition to go in there. And we've obviously got the Great East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. Now, interestingly enough, we do border them within Russia. So what we'd have to do is we'd have to put a lot of forces on these borders here and in China. Oh, the Axis still remains. Oh, but it's with Siam and some Chinese territory. And then we'd have to, like, anyway, we'd have to, like, navally invade through the back of Japan. I don't know if that's something I really want to do. I sort of feel like I'm sort of done with my sort of main objectives for this game. I wanted to bring in monarchy to the Germans. Kaiser Wilhelm is now the king. We brought in Emmanuel in Italy. We've also brought back the Russian Tsars as well, and we've gone and managed to recolonize our colonial territory. The Emu Empire, of course, the Australians. We managed to take the Americas for Wallis Simpson, the Empress of America, and we've actually managed to unite Africa under one British Empire. So King Edward VIII, I think he's done quite well in this series. Not really too much else we can do research-wise. We're currently 244 days away from nukes anyway, so we could nuke Japan, but I think I'm going to end the series here. But I always keep the saves, so if there's an over-resounding results, sort of like an over-resounding consensus for me to go against the Hispanics and maybe Japan, we could do it. Diplomacy-wise, is there anyone else that would sort of be interesting in joining us? Invite to faction Iran, Iraq? No, not really. I was just sort of curious for my own interests there. So oil, we have 220. Look at our, oh my god, look at our bloody resources, owning most of the known world. 320 aluminium, 720 rubber, 280 tungsten, 400 steel, 600 chromium. Construction wise as well, we have 413 military factories, 56 dockyards. We're still pumping out units left, right, and center. Here are my logistics as well. We've also got 455 divisions loyal to King Edward and the British Crown. 5,512 whopping battalions. Most of this series was made up with our massive reserves of infantry, 368. We had a little bit of motorized cavalry from our puppets we didn't really use. We only had like 12 light tanks and 7 medium tanks. So we only had 20 tank divisions from, of course, my country, which we supplied. But at the end of the day, 1942, in June, we're ending this series pretty early on. We've done a lot for the great British Empire in the series. So thanks guys for watching. I'm going to end it here. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to replace this Hearts of Iron for Let's Play with. We could play as Russia, play as the Soviet Union, maybe go monarchist as well, maybe mix things up and just go full-blown communism. I don't know, maybe go fascist. Let me know in the comments. We could go with the Germans. Still haven't played as the Germans before, and I think that once I do 2 series on that, we've played every major faction on Hearts of Iron. I started off back in the day playing as sort of the weakened factions, weaker sort of factions like Sweden and Australia and whatnot. We've played as Japan before as well. Maybe we should play as a Chinese faction. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But Hearts of Iron, if it's not your cup of tea, let me know. We might be able to do another strategy game on the channel instead. Take care. Peace. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.